Okay, hello, my dear students. The continuation of the previous problem of cube on the cone on the cube. So this was the problem I explained. Just explained the procedure. Now we will draw this problem. So see here, the what is the cube size? 50 size is the cube, and what is the cone size? Is the height is 30 and height is 40 and base is 30. First I will draw the cube. Okay. So how to draw cube here? Isometric cube. First you draw the line. So I'll draw at, don't draw at the top. Here somewhere below. I'll draw the thin line here. I'll draw the thin line here first. So I'll point one eight point. I'll draw a line. Take one point here. Take one point, and so you know that it is 30 degree. So here this corner I'll consider. So I'll take this corner as a say A. Just I'll type here for A. Just my reference it is. This is A. This is A. Okay. So from there I'll draw a line. One point at an angle of 30 degrees. What is the length? 30-degree angle I maintain because isometric you have to draw at 30 degrees. I know, as you know. So here, what is the length? So what is the cube dimension? 50 mm here. So he has mentioned here how much here? 50 mm. It is 50 mm. See, it is 50 mm. Okay, then I'll draw this. Okay, now I'll draw it. So 50 mm. I take here. So 30-degree angle, length 50 mm. Okay, then I'll draw. From here also I draw another square here. Another line of 50 mm. Okay, and what is the angle? See, I want 30-degree angle. 30 I want 30-degree angle from this horizontal. So means this is 0 as per software. This is 90. So I want 30 from here means 150 from here. So I'll type 150. But in manually when you do it, it is very easy. You can keep protractor and just mark 30. Okay, now I'll complete this box. So from here also again I draw 30 degree. Assume this is the horizontal, and then I draw again 50 mm line at an angle of how much? 30. Same method you have to follow for manual position. Then you create the box, complete the box. So this is the base you have drawn. Now the height is, what is the height of this cube? E50. So from here these points I draw heights. I draw height. Okay, now from here corner I draw heights here. This end of the line I draw height how much? 50 vertical lines. So 50. Then I draw from here vertical lines how much? 50. 50. From here I draw again 50. 50. Then again from this corner, see this side corner, I'll draw 50 because I have to create a box at the top. Okay. Now I'll complete this box at the top also. This end, this end, this end. Sorry. Okay. This is complete. Now as it is isometric position, so backside lines are not seen. So this I'll make it. I'll remove it. I'll delete it. Okay. Otherwise, what I'll do at for time being, I'll keep them and I'll make this these lines dark. You make these lines dark, which are seen lines, front lines. Okay. So these lines I'll make it dark. Okay. This also I'll make it dark. This also I'll make it dark. Now this is the cube. I hope you can imagine this 3D cube. Okay. Backside lines are I kept light. They are hidden. It is cube now. Now this is the cube. See, this is the top face of the cube, where you have to keep on this cube a top face. You have to keep what your sorry, let me save. Okay, you have to keep what here? This you have to keep cone. You have to keep it. Now you have to prepare what is the base of the cone? Base diameter of cone, it is 30. It is 30 here. So what I do, I prepare a box of 30 here. Inside this 50. This is 50 or 50 box here. I'll zoom this area. Sorry, I not zoomed. And this angle I have to maintain. See here, this angle is also 30. Remember this angle if I show here just for understanding I'm showing here for your knowledge I'm showing this also should be also 30. Here also if I draw it's 30. If here also if I draw it is this side is 30. Here if I draw it is line here it is 30. Remember. So this is the concept of isometric. Okay. Now this I'll remove it now. Okay, now I have to prepare box inside. How to prepare box inside this box here? 50-50 at the top. Okay, now what I'll do? I'll first draw center lines. So I'm first draw center lines. Thin lines you draw. Midpoint line, midpoint here. From midpoint of this one, 50 half 45. Manually you are doing, take 50 half 25, 20 25 half you take, you draw the center lines. Now this is the work. In this you have to create a box. So what you do is that I'll zoom once again here this portion because I have to explain clearly. Now here I'll take this here, this particular line, on this line, this line. So I create another line here. Okay, okay, another line here. So that means what, from here to here I take, what is the base cone diameter, 30 means I have to, 30 means here this side 15, this side 15, this side 15 I will mark, correct. So manually you mark here, then you get the mark here. So manually what you do, you mark here. So what I will do here, I will go to the point command. When manually where you draw, I am telling that method I am telling. So I will keep one point here. Okay, this point I will keep it here. Otherwise if I won't keep point here, you don't understand. So what I'll do, I'll draw a line, or draw a line. I draw thick line. Okay, I draw thick line for understanding. Just this is for just understanding. I don't draw in examination. Okay, so I'll take half 15 on this line. Okay, from here I draw again. From here I'll take 15. See, it's not necessary to do manually. You have to take a point here. Keep scale on this line and just mark 15. And for me, I'm doing on software. That's why I'm to make you understand clearly. That's why I'm drawing this line. Okay. Next step. Then you draw a line parallel to this one. It is totally 30. No, same way you draw like parallel line parallel to this one. So what you do here? So is it manually very easy to draw. So what I'll do here? Okay, I'll draw a line here. See parallel. Can you see the symbol parallel? Manually it is very easy to draw parallelly. So I maintain how much here? 15. Okay. See parallelity. See the parallelity. Sorry, just my cursor is not working properly. Wait. I'll draw in this way. Parallel lines. Parallel lines. Parallel lines. Correct? This is manually very easy. Remember, it's manually very easy. Okay, they're all parallel lines. Then I'll draw from this end parallel lines. I'll extend this. So now what you will do? See what I will do now. I'll trim this. Manually is very easy this method, and computer it is very difficult. But in computer we are not doing in this way. We are scaling down the square, this outside box to 30 mm side. So I'll show you later on that. Okay, now it is a manual method you are doing, that's why I'm showing. Okay, this much you are done, this box you have created. Now these lines I'll hold control, I'll make it I'll remove these lines, they are not required now. Okay, now for just to show, now here, see here, this is the box, you can see the inside box. So this is the obtuse angle point. From there, if you want to create a circle, you draw this, take this as center, obtuse angle it is more than 90, obtuse angle means. Okay, from here you to the opposite corner, opposite side midpoint, you draw one line. From here you draw again, draw one line by scale, this point line. From this, take the opposite side obtuse angle point. From here you draw another line here up to the opposite side midpoint here. Then from here, the same method what I explained how to draw isometric circle in the previous videos. I'll send that video also along with this diagram drawing. Okay, okay, draw it. Then you create this after construction of this one. Now go to the set compass to the distance here. Take compass, take compass pointer on this optical point. Take this as a radius. See this as a radius or this as a radius. You draw the arc up to this end. I'll zoom once again this area to show that. Okay, from this point, we take keep compass pointer here on this corner, opposite angle corner, and take this as a radius. This as a radius, you draw the arc. Okay, then now the intersection of these two lines. See these two lines. Take intersection point as a center of the arc, and then this as a radius. This end or this end, any radius, you take draw the arc. Then take this center, this time, see this point, and this is the radius. So this is complete isometric circle you have to draw. Manually you can do. Okay, so now what you do, you don't darken all these lines. Now what you do is that, now you draw the, I'll zoom this area, this portion I'll zoom it. Now this is center of this cube also, and center of the base of the cone also. From here you have to count how much, 40 mm, measure how much, what is the height of cone here, 40 mm he has mentioned here. See, so 40 mm I'll take. Now I'll take line, I'll draw center line, this from the center. How much I'll take, center line I'll take, how much height, I'll take 40. I'll take height 40. So this is the height. Correct? Once you look at height, this is apex, this becomes apex now. Then what I'll do, I'll go to again line command. I'll use thick line because I am drawing the outline now. From this corner to, see how to draw this position here. I'll show this. See, you have to draw tangent. See, can you see tangent symbol is there at the side of the, there are two symbols are coming at the side of cursor. Tangent symbol, tangent to this one you draw. From here you draw tangent to this one. See, tangent C is there. Okay, don't draw the two center point here. From here, usually what the students will do, they will draw in this way. When you draw manually or computer, they will draw in this way. See, they will draw up to the center point here. In this way, see outside, this outside arc should not be seen. It is wrong. Okay, that's why from here you draw apex point, tangent to this one. Tangent to this one you draw. Correct? You are drawn. Now next what you do, after doing those part, I zoom this here now. Now this portion, see this portion is seen portion, and this portion is not seen. You keep it light only. Construction, don't remove it. Now what you do, this line you make it dark. This line you make it dark. This line you make it dark. Okay, this portion is extra is there. No, what you do, this portion you trim it. Trim it. So now this is the, now this also not seen. See outside lines. You can see here in this cone. Now here this is the cone. The cone, when you solid, this cone is solid. This is a cube. So when you keep cone, this part portion has to not to be seen. No, this portion. So that's why I'll trim this portion. So this is the, now I hope you can imagine this 3D now, right? So then now you show dimensions. So show dimensions 50, 40, and this dimension you show, and this dimension is you show 30. This much if we show it here, see in this problem, same thing, same figure is there. Can you see this? Only this figure is a shortened figure. Why? Because it's isometrically reduced. Now this you drew manually this much. If you do examination, it is enough. But now this whatever drawing I have drawn, it is a true scale dimension. Now in computer conversion to isometric is very easy, but manually you have to draw on a isometric scale. Now how to convert this isometrically? Isometric how to convert isometric projection here? This figure I'll convert to isometric. Actual isometric. It's very easy in software. How to do that? Now I'll show you that. I'll just show you. Let's see here. So now see here, I'll remove this dimension first. The dimension I remove it. Now you know it is 50 30. Okay. Now after reduction to isometric scale, how to reduce isometric scale? Now see here, I'll show that. Now you have to go to the in the commands like wherever you are in move rotate. Now can you see mirror scale command? In the scale command, you have to choose the whole figure. You have to choose the whole figure. Then what you do? Scale factor. You have to reduce the scale. What is the conversion scale factor for isometric? Okay, so you have to multiply by 0.816 I told. So I'll type here I want to scale factor means 1 mm equal 1 mm is 2 mm. If it is 1 mm is if it is 2, then 0.816 is the upper, it is the isometric. So in that way I'll do I'll change the scale factor to 0.816. I'll type here. So I'll reduce, it will reduce now. See here, can you see reduce here? So original figure should not be there. See in this option again, like move and rotate, you should copy should be off. So I'll keep the same figure on the same point, on A point. Now this is isometric. It is very easy in computer, but in manual drawing it is very difficult. That's why when you are drawing, even if you are drawing on a plain paper, you have to multiply. So 50, if it is there with the length, then 50 into 0.82 you have to multiply. How much it becomes? It becomes 41. Then 41 distance you have to take here. From here, this line you have to take 41, this 41. In that way you have to do for every dimension, but in isometric page, where in a sketchbook at the last page you have, there you have to just count. Suppose 50 is there, you just count small squares. Small square means it is 10 mm square. 10 mm square means 8.16 square it is. So 10 square means 10 mm. 10 mm means it converted to isometric. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 means it is isometric 50. It is isometric 50. Now okay. Now you measure dimension. Now it has changed. How much it is now? 40.8 means 41, almost 41. So it is converted to isometric now. Now just you try it, multiply 50 by 0.816, you get 40.8. Okay, this is also isometric now. Okay, this is the isometric now. Isometric now. This dimension is also isometric now. Okay, now this is actually correct isometric. But what is the difference between isometric position and isometric view? Isometric position means what? You are reducing to the scale of 0.882 and if you are drawing the true dimension, just now what you have seen earlier, it is the isometric view. That is difference in the isometric position view. And in examinations I don't expect from you as per isometric scale. You just if you draw the 3D view with the isometric two dimensions, it is enough for me. Only shape and correct drawing is important for me. Okay, this is the solution for this problem. I hope you understood. So this is solution for the problem, and this problem you just try and practice for the examination. Okay, thank you. I'll take another problem with you having a pentagon or hexagon base, and that problem also you practice. Okay, thank you.